Hi, guys. Welcome to another episode of Blind Girl Talk podcast. This
Our
is
first
our first
episode.
episode. Yes.
Woo!
Woohoo! This is welcoming BGT. I want to start this episode off by introducing ourselves, and I'm going to hand over the panel to my co host, Angela. Angela, go right ahead, dive in.
All right, so my name is Angela. I live in Buffalo, New York. I am 22 forever. Unfortunately, that's not true. I'm going to be 23 in 2 weeks. Um, I'm not happy
How
about
about you
it.
explain to them the date of your birthday, which is the most
Well,
exciting
yes.
part?
Well, yeah. So my birthday is on July 11th. 7-Eleven,
7-Eleven.
free Slurpees on me. Or, well, it's free, but you can pretend it's for me. And literally, no one can ever forget my birthday. Anyone who knows me, who comes across me, who ever meets me, can never forget my birthday because of that. Anyway, so yeah, I am a college student. I go to the University at Buffalo and I am studying law. I'm actually getting my bachelor's in law um, this coming fall. It's my final semester, which I'm
Woohoo to
so
that.
happy about. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sick of school. I'm tired of it. Yeah, so I am totally blind. I have a guide dog. She's a black lab from Guiding Eyes, and her name is Hera. Yes, I'm talking about you. She's looking at me. Um, and yeah, a little bit about myself. I like to go horseback riding. Um, I'm a huge fan of Taylor Swift because Taylor Swift has a song called 22. And yeah, she doesn't have a song called 23, so 23 sucks.
Your
uh,
explanation for age is hilarious.
yeah, I mean, because think about it. 22, there's the song. 23, there's nothing special about 23. You can celebrate 24 because it's right before you turn 25, and then 25 is like, a milestone. And then after that, uh, your next milestone is pretty much 30, which kind of sucks. Or
Oh
29
my
because 29 is
God.
before 30.
Seriously, Jesus.
Well, let's go. How old are we turning again? 26?
I don't know. Probably I must say I am 21 and I will remain 21 for don't know how long. But
Yes.
yes. So I'm gonna introduce myself, guys. For those of you who do not know, my name is Waleska. I don't go by Waleska, I go by Wale. Don't get me wrong, I love my name, but it seems to be much of a butcher for everybody. So just call me Wale.
I don't know
Um,
how.
yeah, I don't know how either, but you'd be amazed at how much butchers I get with my name. But it's all right. So I'm not going to discuss my age. I think age is irrelevant. I am 21. I have been 21 for the past 5 years. So let's say I'm 21. And I am a mother. I have a 3-year-old daughter who is pretty much my life. Her name is Ava. She is my rock, my soul, my everything, my other half. She is my only girl. Um, Only reason why I say only girl is because I have a son, and my son, believe it or not, is my guide dog. I do have a visual impairment. I am not completely blind. Differences there is just that completely blind means obviously completely blind.
Right?
And visual impairment means that you have some sort of degree of vision residual. And that is my case. The best explanation to my vision, I have a condition called radical dystrophy. And the best explanation to my vision is looking in through a donut hole, pretty much. I don't know why you would look through a donut hole, but that is the best analogy I can give. And I also do have a guide dog from Guiding Eyes for the Blind. He is a yellow lab and his name is Sloan. I think that pretty much, I am in New Jersey, by the way. I am in Hackensack, New Jersey. I've been living in New Jersey for about 4 years by now. I'm originally from New York, but am residing in New Jersey now. So that's that.
She
And
downgraded.
now, yeah, I've downgraded. I feel that it's an upgrade, but if you are a true New Yorker, you feel it's a downgrade. But enough with the introductions. We have introduced ourselves enough. I want to dive right into letting you guys know why we decided to bring in Blind Girl Talk podcast and how was it born and how was it created. You know, I love talking. That's just something I've enjoyed doing for many years of my life. Um,
I
whether
should probably say that Waleska's Puerto Rican. I'm Colombian. So
Oh,
you
yeah,
just
we
can
should have said
imagine.
that. We should have said that this is a Hispanic channel. Oh my God, how do we miss that?
Ooh, yes.
This
Blind
is a
Hispanic
Hispanic
girl
channel.
talk.
Yes, yes. I think it's really important to add that in because being that we're both Hispanic, let's just be real. Hispanics just have a tendency to just blah, 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 blah,
Blah blah
blah, blah,
blah.
blah, like all freaking day. And it amazes me how like sometimes we can talk for hours and hours. It would either be professional or just laughing. And I just was like, you know what? We should just make a freaking podcast out of it and just make other people laugh. Because sometimes we're just on the phone and we're just cracking up and we're laughing nonstop. And we're like, you know
Yep.
what?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just make a
It's funny
reality out of
because
it.
Waleska and I have been friends for 9, 10 years. I
Yeah,
can't
I
do
think
math.
10.
We don't really have a friendship anniversary, but that's
Yeah.
okay. We don't need one. We've
Hmm.
been friends for almost a decade, and you know, we went to the same school when we were younger, and high school, middle school, whatever. After Waleska graduated in whatever year she graduated, what was it, 2015, 14?
2014, yes. Hmm.
Um, we lost touch, but it wasn't because we were mad at each other. It wasn't because of anything negative. It was literally just life got busy for her, life got busy for me. I was focusing on finishing high school. She was focusing on her life after high school. So there was never any like anything
There was
negative.
never bad blood. Never. There was
Yeah,
never any
never.
bad blood between me and Angela. I just think it, like she explained it perfectly. Life happened. She was still in high school when I left. She wanted to finish, and I was just preparing my life for after high school, like she said,
And
you
we
know.
connected, I believe, in 2017 because
Yes,
I
I got pregnant.
yeah, she invited me to her baby shower, and I have just gotten my guy dog, Hera, in 2017 of July, um, which means that we're going to be 4 years this coming month. But anyways, and ever since, we picked up where we started, like we never stopped talking. And it's interesting because even after we reconnected, we still would go months without talking to each other, and then we do talk, and then when we do talk, we can go on and on and on for hours, and then
I think just to bring something funny up, I think you had posted one time that like you worded it perfectly. Like you posted one time, like I think Waleska's just one of those people that like, they're your best friend, even though you don't
hmm
speak to them. And we've just picked up exactly where we left off. And like that's one thing I must say. Like if we're really going deep into like the past, like I must admit that like in high school, I probably wasn't really much best friends with a lot of people, and that's 100% okay. For like the kids who are listening to us and they're in high school, don't feel that it's a necessity to have best friends. That's not something that you really need.
hmm
In high school I was really going through a mist of it. I had started to develop a lot of vision changes. Just as a little background insight for you guys, I wasn't born with my visual impairment. I did at one point have perfect vision until I was about the age of maybe 13 or 14. That's where my vision started to decrease. And that's actually when I was diagnosed. To be exact, it was like 2010. I went to public schools until eighth grade. That's when I had gotten into the New York Institute for Special Education, which is a school in the Bronx, for specifically for visually impaired and blind individuals. Went there, and my life went through a lot of changes. I was just diagnosed. I just had to change schools. I ended up being drastically changed from public to a private residential school, so you can imagine what a chunk of life changes that was. So it's not that I was never really social. I was, but I think I
she
chose
was.
more. Yeah, I chose more of the wrong friendships, which happens, but as I graduated high school in 2014, as Angela said, I focused on, working my ass off, literally while I was in high school and after high school. I was working my ass off to do whatever the hell I wanted to do. And I did so. And in 2017, I ended up being pregnant with my daughter, my amazing light, my everything. And I invited a lot of people to my baby shower. And Angela happened to be one of them, obviously. And she had came in with her guide dog and her friend, her boyfriend, who was actually part of the school as well.
And his
You
guide
know,
dog.
and his guide dog. And I I still had, yeah, I would probably say my vision was shit at that time already. I think my a lot of my vision I lost at probably 2015. That I want to hit or miss that year. I don't know.
It was pretty
But
bad because she didn't even recognize, like, she
yes,
doesn't remember McAllen and my boyfriend's
no,
guide dog, who's a
no.
big yellow lab, and it's hard to miss him, but she didn't even realize he was
I
there.
honestly, I honestly could not see a lot. And for those of you who did know me in high school, you would know that that was a major change because when I entered high school and middle school, I had really amazing vision. Everybody in the school would say, "Oh, you need to get out of that school. You see very freaking well." Like I would be able to see distances. And, it came to the point where I couldn't even see anything in front of me, so um that kind of hit me hard. But once I was pregnant, things were different. I got in touch with Angela after my baby shower. Like Angela said, we would go a little months without talking. That's mainly not because there was any bad blood. Me and Angela, I must say, out of all my friends, me and Angela have never fought, ever, 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 ever.
Oh, that's so accurate.
That's
Oh
so
wait,
freaking true.
don't jinx it. Knock on wood
Oh
or
well,
something. Wait, I have a wooden.
knocking on wood.
This is wood,
Yeah.
right? I think so.
Knocking on wood. I just knocked on my desk. We have never fought, which is so freaking weird, right? We've never like had a, yeah, I just realized that. We've never had any freaking bad blood ever. Seriously. We've
Also,
never even
totally
argued about a TV show. Nothing.
right. If Velasca doesn't like something I don't like, I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. And if she likes something I don't like, I'm like, that's fine.
Yeah, we're like,
Difference
whatever,
opinion,
cool. Difference of
whatever, move on.
opinion. And let's not to mention there is a difference of age, but it's not like I'm like a soggy older person. It's more
No,
like
she's
we're
two
just
years younger
really,
than me, apparently.
yeah. We're just we're really in tune with each other. And I think that really counts in like why Blind Girl Talk podcast was just born because we're just like we're really blended in with each other. So like sometimes when I talk, she knows what I want to say, and when she talks, I know what she's gonna say. Like that's how corny we are. We're like that in love couple that can't nobody stand, and they're like, "Oh my god, get out of here! You guys are so annoying."
Yes, she was. We were. I remember Waleska wrote this post about. It was around Valentine's Day, and I'm trying to remember. I was in eighth grade, so yeah, I think you were in 10th grade. You were in 10th or 11th grade. I was in eighth. Yeah, I was definitely in eighth grade. And okay, so this is gonna be corny. And those of you who went to the and New York Institute are gonna roll your eyes. But anyway, at one point back then they used to allow students go off campus for lunch before someone went ahead and ruined it. But anyway, I'm not going to call names. Anyway, so you had to get cleared in order to go off campus for lunch. And when my first outing for lunch, Waleska has taken me to this Dominican restaurant. Remember that?
Yes, I do. I do. El Castillo.
Yeah. Oh my God. I remember the
No,
name. I just remember
actually, no. Imperial. Imperial.
Imperial. I knew
Imperial.
Castillo didn't sound right.
Yeah. I don't know where I got El Castillo from. Imperial was a Spanish place on Williamsbridge.
Shout out to Imperial if you're still
Shout
around.
out to Imperial if you're still around. Guys, go eat that food. It's right around the corner. Like if you get out of Astor Avenue, go literally to the left and you'll live. Like you'll find it.
Yeah, you'll find it on the block somewhere.
You'll find it.
Two blind people found it. You'll be able to find it.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so we have gone there, and I think we had like pastelitos, and that was pretty much it because we only had like 45-minute lunch, so it's not like we can go and sit down and have a whole full-blown meal,
For
unfortunately.
real. I do remember that day, and I must be honest, like when we were in high school, although we weren't like really, really best friends, we were really freaking cool. We did like cool things together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was really special. And then one thing I must say that like, and the last time I've seen Angela, guys, was it last year when you came to Jersey?
Yeah, it was before COVID. It was 2 months before COVID hit.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was in
So
January.
Angela came to visit me out in Jersey. At that point, were you in New York? Yeah, right?
Yep, I was in New York City.
Yeah, she was in the city and she took the voyage on the bus. She took the voyage on the bus to come visit me. At that time, I was in North Bergen, which was much more accessible to the city than where I am now. But she actually came to visit me and she came with her guide dog. And I had a different guide dog at that time. She came with Hera. And at that time, I had a black lab from the Seeing Eye, and her name was Elsie. And it was snowing, it was freaking cold, it was ridiculous. And what did we do? Like, you were there for the weekend. What the hell did we do?
We
Um,
okay, so first of all, I just want to like start by saying that I had gone there and Waleska gave me instructions on how to get there. And I followed those instructions to a point, but then because it was a different area, like new area for me. I'd never been there before, and I just wanted to confirm with someone that I was, passing the right streets and stuff. So I go ahead and use Ira, and I'm like, hey, can you tell me where I am? Oh, and I had the iPhone 8 at the time, and my battery was shit. Okay, my phone was at 100% when I left the house. I didn't use it. I didn't play music. I didn't do anything on my phone while I was on the bus for 20 minutes. Because I knew my battery was crap. so I call Ira. My phone is at 10%, and I'm like, all right, can you tell me where I am? Can you like, I'm looking for this address, and the person on Ira, he's like, it looks like you're about 15 miles away from where you need to go. I'm like, how does that make any sense? And I think he was looking at the map and he was looking like at a different city or something because
Mind you
everything
guys,
he
I
was.
was calling her and calling and calling and calling.
Yes, and literally the bus, what was it? Wasn't that far. It was like 4 blocks away, right? No,
Yeah,
3 blocks away.
probably
Yeah, so
three. Yeah.
yeah, so it wasn't a complicated route. I was just trying to make like
And it was
be
pretty much
sure.
a straight walk down because I told her to literally tell the bus driver where the Walgreens was so she can be right in front of it and just take a
Yeah.
straight walk down.
So the
But
IRA agent
Ira,
totally
mm-hmm.
killed my confidence. I went back to the Walgreens that I knew where it was because I walked in there, and I just took an Uber from there, and it was like literally 3 blocks. It was like $8.
She literally took an Uber, guys, a straight walk, straight down the hill. Literally, guys, it's no joke. Like North Bergen is full of hills. You get off the
My
bus, it's
battery
straight
was at
down.
1%. I was not gonna get
Yeah,
lost in Germany.
yeah, yeah. And I was calling her and I was like, oh my God, where is she? Oh my God, where is she? It doesn't take that damn long. Where is she? But she did make it, guys. She made it safe and sound. Um, and that was a really good time. We, cooked some pizza, watched some Netflix, and that was a really great time. So, that's just a little insight of our friendship and how, I wanted Blind Girl Talk podcast to start because one, we're both technically blind, and two, we both have guide dogs, and three, we both go through real life experiences that we thought would be great to share with you. Um, and I thought that that's the reason why we should bring BGT in and, have all of you guys sip in the
Yep.
lifestyle that we sip in. We jumped into doing BGT just because we live just like everybody else lives, just with a touch of blindness. And we thought it would be really cool to like express ourselves to everybody, whether that be laughter, whether that be real life experiences, whatever the hell is going on or whatever we're talking about. We just thought it would be cool to just share it with all the listeners out there.
Yep, and we're gonna have interesting stories. We're gonna
Mm-hmm.
have different topics to touch up on in the next coming
Yeah,
episodes. We'll hopefully
sure.
be able to bring in some special guests. Um,
Yes, for sure. So I wanted to announce that we will be uploading on a weekly basis. Our upload dates right now will be Sunday. So this episode that you guys are hearing will be uploaded by Spotlight Sunday. This following the following episode will be uploaded on 4th of July, and that's a really special episode for us. We are going to be discussing working with a blind person and living with a blind person. We're going to have some special guests join us on board, and they're going to discuss like the pros and cons of working and living with a blind person. You guys can hear more about that on our group. I'm going to post and introduce the special guests, so this way you guys can improv some questions for them. If you have any, inbox them to me or Angela. We are really excited to have you guys join and listen in on us, to our bullshit, because we do talk a lot of bullshit. This episode was just like, as I mentioned, an intro to myself, an intro to Angela, an intro to the reason why we wanted to start BGT. And we're just so freaking excited to have you guys join. We're so excited to have you guys have the perspective of not only living real life experiences, but being blind, closing your eyes and living your life as if you were blind, and knowing that we're just as equal as somebody who is sighted. We do live the same challenges, or probably even more challenges, as somebody who is sighted. So this is why my next topic and my next episode, I wanted it to be easy lifestyle. Like, people that are blind do work. So me and Angela are going to be talking about how we feel as blind people living with people that are sighted, or how we feel as blind people working with people that are sighted, and how we feel that maybe something should be changed, or how we love things how they are. You know what I mean? So get ready for that, guys. We'll post that more on our Facebook group. Yep. And also, guys, follow us on our Facebook group. Feel free to share this video. We will be posting more updates on Blind Girl Talk podcast, and we do have an email address where you can send us any inquiries, any topics, or any questions that you have. Yes. What is it, Angela?
Oh, I know this one. I think it's
You need multiple choice?
Yes, please. Okay. I like multiple choice.
A, blindgirl.blindgirltalk@gmail.com. B, blindgirl@gmail.com. Or C, blindgirltalk@gmail.com. Pick your lucky guess.
Ooh.
This is a tough one.
A sounds about right, but I think I'm just gonna have to go with C today.
You are correct. You are the winner of today's The Price is Right. Great. Now you can treat yourself to a nice bottle of wine. Go ahead.
Moscato, baby.
Yes. Take a drink, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. You can drink water too. Guys, whatever time it is in your time zone, drink whatever the heck you want to drink. Coffee, tea, water, iced tea, whatever. Okay. Thank you guys for tuning in to our episode. I'm really excited about the next upcoming episodes. We'll have lots of fun. Remember, find us on Facebook, Blind Girl Talk Podcast. Email us at blindgirltalk@gmail.com. You can also find Angela on her Facebook name, which is
Angela Loiza.
And you can also find me on Facebook, which is Waleska Melendez. That is WALLEZKA. Melendez, MELENDEZ. And we'll see you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.